welcome back to another video. Today I'm playing Rails Unlimited again. Now it's been a while since I've done a Rails Unlimited video that has commentary in it and is a longer gameplay and what is happening over there. But today they just got a new update, so we're going to be checking out some new trains, some updated trains, and maybe listen to some horns too. So yeah guys, let's get into it. So if we look at our spawner selector here, we have an industry switcher, which is new, Leaser's Paradise, which is also new, a Northwestern Intermodal, which got updated, Aren't You Glad with it, which is in a Guilford rail paint scheme. Oh, let me just turn my volume down a little bit. There we go. Let's see some more trains added. We got the Western Coal Connector. We have the premium. I think no premium trains were ever added, but they did update the Lincoln Arrow to put the they updated the Arctic Express too. I still need to buy these freaking 4th of July packs before they go off sale. I'm probably gonna get them like next week or so. But anyways, here's the overall updated like store thing. So yeah guys, let's spawn in our first locomotive. Alright, here's our first train for today, and it is the industry switcher. And now this has a lot of history behind it because it's used by GATX or GMTX in this situation, and it got donated to SRI in Minnesota. So it appears some guy jumped on top of me, so let's just respawn again since physics is not cooperating. Alright, let's try this again. So this locomotive is based off a either SW1200R rebuilt switcher or an MP15AC by Motive Power Inc. So let's listen to the horn. That horn is the Newcast Nathan P3. Overall, I really love the detail on this locomotive. And as we could see, today's consist is 3 scrap gondolas or just regular rock gondolas, a boxcar, a TTX high cube boxcar, a CN grain hopper is what it looks like, and then another boxcar, a bulkhead flat car, and 2 GATX hopper cars, and then one final rock gondola car. So anyways, this locomotive is really neat. Let's listen to the bell real quick. Wonder why a switcher has an E bell, but I'm not too sure about that. So today we're going to be taking this game on for a run, and let's just test its top speed. Top speed is around 70 studs per second. Pretty expected for a switcher because most switchers nowadays go that fast. It's pretty much the same speed as like your average G bell. But anyways, let's try the Doppler effect. Oh, it appears that my train is having slight difficulties. Let's hope it doesn't derail after this curve, because now that rear hopper back there, that rear gondola kind of looks like one of those like log flatbed cars. Those flathead cars are like that have the logs on them. They have like they're all shaped up in a triangle, and it just kind of looks like that a little. But anyways, let's try not to derail this. I don't know how, but we actually derailed. It seems that the rear gondola broke the laws of physics, resulting in the rear hoppers to eventually slip off the rails and go onto the tracks, which then stopped the train. So anyways, that was an unusual derailment. Let's move on to our next locomotive. Alright, here's our second consist for today. We got a freaking leaning boxcar, but that's alright. So this is the Leaser's Paradise, and as expected, it is also used by GATX, which in this case is our UTX or MTX. And for our run today, we have a GATX GP40, an RS30 air horn built by Leslie. And then we have a FURX GP35 in the rear of us, with the consist of a leaning red Union Pacific boxcar, so a few bulkhead cars, with like rocks. We got a bunch of box. Oh God! Let's try this locomotive again, real quick. So we're trying this again. This is the Leaser Paradise, and I think it's a random train. We got the same leading boxcar, but this time we have two FURX GP35s. Let's listen to the horn. There you go. That's a. Are you kidding me? Either that, or we just won't do this train because physics is not cooperating. Or either that, we'll just try somewhere else. I think we'll just save that for the end. Alright, here's our next train. It is the Northwestern Intermodal. This is the same locomotive as the last Northwestern Intermodal. It just got updated with a lot of high quality, more details, because the slab model wasn't too, detail-y. And today's consist is two Burlington Northern SD40-2s, and how many intermodals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 intermodal cars. And let's see how fast this can go. We're already breaking the speed limit. That's just what I like to hear. Top speed is 90 studs per second, but first of all, let's listen to the horn. That is a Leslie RS3K sandcast air horn built by Leslie, and updated freight sounds too. Let's try the scenic view. There we go. Now, since we have reached this top speed this locomotive's top speed, let's see the new derailing effects that they also added. So once we reach this switch, mass chaos. Oh God! I noticed something about the bell. I noticed it's like a bit more shrill now, but anyways, this is the derailment effects. It just looks like a zigzag. But anyways, now that that's done, now we completely destroyed our consist, but our locomotives are just fine. Let's move on to our next locomotive. Alright, so this is the Orange U Glad train, and it is based on the I don't know what this is based off of, but it's from Illinois apparently. But it's based off an Alco. Thank you for honking that horn for me, good sir. And that is a Leslie S3L air horn, built by Leslie once again. No, actually mine has a Newcast P3 like that early switcher. Let's check the cameras. We got a caboose for the other cameras. Rear view, scenic view, and then the door view, side view, driver view, and etc. So these three locomotives is based off. Actually, I think it's like the Illinois Gulf or Illinois Central Railroad. I'm pretty sure they never had Alcos or ever had an orange paint scheme, but apparently these are like snoot-nosed Alcos, or either that SD45-T2s, or I don't know what these locomotives are, but they look like either Alcos or GP15s to say the least. But anyways, it has a Newcast P3 and it has a consist of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it has about 9 or 10 Illinois Central Gulf cars, along with that extra orange caboose at the end. But anyways, I find this locomotive, train really unique because it's based on one of my friends' hometowns or home states, which is Illinois. And then we got the cute little logo on the hopper. So now that that's done, let's put an end to this locomotive. Wow. That was quick. That ended so quick. But anyways, that's the physics derailment. Oh, the chat. Oh, I got that guy almost derailed. But anyways, here's the Illinois Gulf Central Railroad derailment. I wonder how successful these locomotives were. Anyways, let's move on to the next locomotive. Alright, here is our next locomotive, and it is the West Coal Connector thing. I forgot the name already, but anyways, this is the West Coal Connector. It is based on the same train as the Northwestern Intermodal, but just an entirely different consist, and it's longer as well, which is what I like about Rails Unlimited's future trains nowadays, because they're making them longer and making them more realistic. But anyways, it's the same like sound status as the Northwestern Intermodal horn, bell, and then lag seems to freaking destroy my computer, because you know this is such a big freight train. Let's see the top speed on this. Imagine if this thing is so slow. It takes like 5 minutes to fully derail. But anyways, we're going 90 studs per second, but it seems like we're only going at 10 or less than that. We feel like we're going less than 10. So let's try the scenic view once again. Now that that's done, we're immediately back to 20 studs per second. Well, this locomotive is based on a Burlington Northern SD40-2 built in 1960 or 70s. I can't remember when this was built. Between like the late 60s into like mid 70s. I can't really remember, since I don't know too much about the SD40-2. But one thing is that they're one of the most common road switchers to be used on mainline service nowadays. But anyways, I just really like the horn. Here's the other camera view, and I find it really unique. There's the other camera view. It has a view of one of the rear hoppers, I believe. Well, these are coal porters built by BN in like 1952. Well, I don't know much about freight cars. I know mostly about the locomotive, so don't judge me. But anyways, yep, that was one of the rear hoppers. That was like the 11th or 12th one. I can't really remember. But anyways, let's put an end to this train. Before we do that, let's horn salute this C44-9. Hauling the world's largest rail car ever built. And apparently there's a lot of rail fans coming out. But this is not why we're here. Let's try and get it off the freaking bridge. That clearly didn't work. So, okay. Time to die. Oh God. Everything but the first three hoppers and the... Oh my God. Looks like the Seattle F59 is really drifting there. But anyways, I think he's just traumatized after what he just saw. Anyways, let's move on to our next locomotive. Alright, here is our next updated locomotive, and it's actually a steam locomotive, and you guys might know this. This is the Arctic Express. Now, this locomotive is based off of obviously the Pere Marquette 1225, a 1940 an S3 Class Berkshire type steam locomotive built in 1947 by Baldwin Locomotive FURX. Well, I think it was built in 1947. I'm not too sure or anything, but let's listen to the whistle. Hold up, I'm gonna stop this train to make you guys hear it better. Give me a minute. Alright, that's the whistle. It's bell. Bell was changed. Now let's see the other cameras on this. So the other camera reminds me of that scene from the Polar Express when if you guys haven't seen the movie, I don't want to spoil it for you, but as usual, the locomotive goes up to 120 steps per second. Let's see the improvement on the cars. Oh, the rear car has a lot of updates to it. But I'm pretty sure we could see them better in the day. So let's try it out. Yeah, as you can see, the last car got updated. As you can see, but anyways, we're doing 120 steps per second in the Polar Express, and now we're just gonna completely cruise through the day. Even though this is a winter train, and I'm doing a winter train video in the middle of freaking July. But anyways, let's put an end to this locomotive. Well, was until we freaking passed the switch. But anyways, let's just cruise around until this locomotive eventually meets its end at the next switch. Time to die, Polar Express. Oh my god! Physics basically denied that locomotive. Look at the cars. The three of them are still standing, but the locomotive is just totaled. The first two cars, they were like totaled. But anyways, that's done. Let's move on to our next updated steam locomotive. Alright, so here's our next locomotive called the Lincoln Arrow. Yes, I know this came out in the previous update, but I want to do a video about it now since at least it got updated for something. So anyways, guys, here is the Lincoln Arrow. It is based off the Pennsylvania Railroad's T1 series of duplex locomotives. It's a 4444 duplex locomotive, and it was built between I gotta Google that. But anyways, this locomotive served the Pennsylvania Railroad back when it was a railroad. So there's the whistle. But anyways, as I was saying, it used to serve for the Pennsylvania Railroad until 1952, when they eventually scrapped all T1s except for one, which they still have, which the Pennsylvania Railroad is still rebuilding to this day, and apparently it plans to be restored in 2030. So I'm really excited for that. But anyways, the top speed for this locomotive is 140. We need to brake here. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 coaches on her consist today, and here's her bell. There's her bell, and anyways, there's a lot of history behind this locomotive that I will get into back in the description. But anyways, I just love how fast this is. I love the streamlined looks. Just everything about it just catches my attention. But anyways, it's time for this locomotive to basically did what it did in 1953. Get scrapped and beyond repair. But anyways, what I said about the specific T1 getting rebuilt, that number is 5550, and it's currently getting rebuilt. I don't know where, but by a group called the T1 Trust. They work with like a bunch of engineers. I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. Tell me correct me in the comments, please. Thank you. But anyways, also the tender has 4 axles on each end. Never knew like a freaking tender would be that big. Because the biggest tender I know is the big boys is the 4014's tender, which has 3 axles on each end. But I never knew that 4 axle tenders existed on the Pennsylvania Railroad. But anyways, we're getting near Orion. Let's go back to 1953 and derail this locomotive at 140 studs per second. Anytime now. Oh my god. I flipped the switch just in time. And the whole locomotive is totaled, and the first 3 coaches, and the post baggage car. And then now that Keystone, that Pennsylvania Railroad Metroliner is like, what the bloody hell did you do right now, you idiot? I basically defined physics. I basically defined physics and gravity in a negative way. Thank you very much. But anyways, there's not much insurance. I hope insurance can cover this. Let's move on to our next locomotive. Alright, here's our next locomotive, which is actually the actual Pere Marquette 1225, which is fictionally named Pere Marquis. But anyways, this is a 6-car consist, and today we have also the same Berkshire from the Arctic Express. The exact same, but I think it's just a different whistle and a different tender. That's probably the most accurate whistle I've heard. But anyways, let's see how fast this thing can push itself. Are these box cars? I swear, I thought these were box cars because of the rigid roofs. But anyways, wow, this has really quick acceleration. We're already at 100 studs per second. Let's try the other cameras. Same as the other Arctic Express, but I just think that the Arctic Express and the Pere Marquette are the best pairs of Berkshires anyone can offer, and include a nickel plate 765, which we'll be getting into later because this is also a randomized locomotive. We'll see if we get every single one. So this variant is the nickel plate 765 livery, and it has the same whistle. Never mind. That whistle is a Nathan 6 chime. Let's listen to the bell. Same bell. And today's consist is an oil tanker, 3 box cars, a 50-inch gondola, a coal hopper, a coal bethgon, 2 grain hoppers, a gondola, and another coal hopper, bethgon, 2 oil tankers, another boxcar, another bethgon, 2 gondolas, and an additional hopper car. But anyways, let's see how fast this thing can go. And I'm super laggy, so laggy to the point that steam is pushing backwards from the funnel. There we go. But anyways, this locomotive goes 125 miles, 100 studs per second. And yeah, I think this is the only other variant of the steaming legend. And yeah, let's try and put an end to this locomotive while we're lagging unbelievably and painfully. Let's check the other cameras. Still the same thing. But anyways, let's try and see if we can get that switch. Boop. That should do it. That should do it. I think it's just the hoppers that's being dragged along the tracks there. It's be like, help me, I don't want to be on these tracks anymore because of the horrible driver that I'm being treated with. But anyways, I'm the best driver. I'm the best driver anyone has ever offered. But I really like the FOD other camera section. But anyways, let's put an end to this locomotive once and freaking for all. And as you can see, The train is slowly collapsing in on itself as we fully increase to 100 miles per hour. Is this curve gonna do it? Nope. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. I don't think that's gonna do it because for sure it's causing the rest of the cars to you know, be dragged along the tracks. I don't think it's gonna do it, but anyways, let's just say that we derailed this locomotive. Now let's move on to our final locomotive of this video, once and for all. Alright, so our final locomotive for this video is the Ozark Mountaineer. Now, the only thing that really updated about this locomotive is its real, like, locomotive appearance. Because its last one was really, like, boxy and low graphic-y. And it just didn't look so well. The consist is the same, the whistle is the same. Bell is the same. And basically just everything about this is the same. I really just like the whistle though. It's a Hancock Long Bell 3-chime, or it might be an Illinois Central 3-chime. I'm not really sure. I can't tell the difference between the two. So anyways, that's the locomotive, but there's a lot of history behind this. It was built in like 1939, if I remember correctly. And it served on the C&O and Frisco until 2002 when they got replaced. Well, its iconic sister, 1622. That also ran, well, 1632. She also ran with 1522 on certain excursions, but unfortunately 1522 doesn't run anymore. But I do not know the status on 1632. It may still be preserved, but anyway, I do not know. Alright everyone, thanks for watching this Rails Unlimited video. If you like what you saw, then leave a like, and if you want to see more videos, then please subscribe to the channel. You won't want to miss out on any other video, so please feel free to turn on the notifications and set it to all. And yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. This is my last video before vacation, and I am out. Goodbye.